Hello everyone and welcome back to the lackluster experience I laughingly call the Mr. Smelly 1977 fragrance channel. Okay, today we're going to talk about 4 beast mode fragrances, really strong fragrances that I think you might really enjoy. Before we do that, please don't forget, go to myfragrancesamples.com if you're in the USA or Canada. That's your place to get your fragrance samples over there. Amazing range, and the link to the site is in the description to this video. Okay, so guys, by the way, the intros are now the outros, so there'll be a hilarious musical clip at the end of this show. Beast mode fragrances. Let's talk about this. So really strong fragrances with good performance. They last long and they project strongly in the air. Sometimes you want that, sometimes you don't. But one of the most common things you see in the comments on a video or an Instagram post is, I really like this fragrance, but I just wish it lasted longer, or it's far too weak for me. So a lot of you guys out there do like a strong or maybe even a beast mode fragrance, and I get that. That's fine. I personally lean more towards the view that I don't really mind if a fragrance lasts that long, as long as it smells good. But yeah, sometimes I do like a strong one. Well, I can admit that. Okay. By the way, if you enjoy the video, do subscribe. I am different to other YouTubers, even if it's mainly in the fact that I'm a lot worse. But, you know, if you like my style, if you like something a bit different, the choices I give, the style that I do subscribe to the channel if you did not yet already. First up, we're going to go for Bogart Foreo. This was a 1988 release. You can still buy it today. I don't know quite what's happened. I think it was around, and then people used to, brandish these vintage ones, and now it seems to be getting made again. I really don't know what's happened. You can buy it on eBay in the UK, but it's a brand new fragrance, in terms of having been produced recently. And it smells absolutely fantastic. It's about £79. So I think it used to be a kind of a cheapie, or at least designer for prices, and now, lower design. And now it's, not that cheap, but it is nuclear. Okay, fascinating powerhouse fragrance. Basically, think YSL Chorus meets Ted Lapidus Pour Homme. It's better than Lapidus Pour Homme. It's a little bit Chorus-esque, but it's got its own thing going on. Massive note listing. Hang on to your hats here. Musk, castoreum, amber, tobacco, lavender, fig leaf, coriander, vetiver, laurels, juniper berries, bergamot, civet, castoreum. Good grief. Hang on, that was in twice. They put castoreum in twice. The poor beaver. Patchouli, tobacco, vetiver, musk, and amber. It was big Ron Vinograd, and Thierry Vasseur, the famous Guerlain perfumer, who made this one back in 2008. Really is a fantastic powerhouse fragrance. More exciting to my nose and more refined than the modern Ted Lapidus Pour Homme. And if you can't find a vintage Chorus, this has some similarities, but a little bit more kind of rich, warming, a little bit more spicy, and almost with a hint more sweetness. Less pissy. Chorus can be a bit pissy, they say, but this one definitely has that 80s kind of musk, castoreum, civet kind of undertone in there, with a kind of very macho overall, soapy, floral, everything but the kitchen sink kind of note listing. I get almost hints of an incensey kind of thing. It's not listed in the notes. I think it's amazing if you want something strong, not for the faint of heart though. Okay, moving swiftly on, I'm going to mention one that I haven't mentioned for a while on a video, and that's Naxos by Zerg Off. I really think this is an amazing fragrance in terms of its performance and also the quality of the scent. The only different thing that you might not like about it, it's a bit linear. It starts smelling one way and it kind of stays smelling that way all the way through. I don't mind that because it's so good. 2015 release. Your notes on this one are lavender, bergamot, lemon, honey, cinnamon, cashmere, and jasmine, sambac, tobacco leaf, tonka, and vanilla. So it's a beautifully crafted mixture of vanilla, tobacco, and a little bit of fresh citrus, and that kind of spicy cinnamon thing in there too. It really goes down a treat. Beautiful, lovely, slightly fresher and lighter and more airy than things like Tobacco Vanille by Tom Ford, which have a similar kind of tobacco undertone. But this one, I think my preference with that Italian chic citrus mixed with sweet vanilla, but not unctuously or overly sweet. Balanced. It's very balanced. A little bit of honey in there too. Light florals in the mid too, and this lovely tobacco accord. Absolutely chic Italian fragrance for any time of year, in the evening, in the daytime, even in the colder seasons. It would work really well. Amazing performance. So yeah, I forgot to say, okay, Foreo, really, really nuclear. This one, I would just say rather very strong. Maybe not nuclear, but I could go as far as to say beast mode. So get yourself some Naxos if you like a strong one. Another house renowned for the strong ones, of course, is Montel. And I really like Mucalat as a kind of a guilty pleasure. So Montel Mucalat, for me, a very interesting fragrance. It was released in 2008. It's described as an amber vanilla fragrance, whatever that means. Could it be called an oriental? Apparently, we're not allowed to say that anymore. How strange. Big strawberry is a note. No idea. Vanilla, almond, Peru balsam, and musk. So this one smells a bit like scented erasers that you maybe used to get back in the 80s and 90s, or maybe the kid next to you at school had them in their pencil case. It's kind of like sweeties, candy, vanilla, fruity, strawberry, sweetie, candy, vanilla. And that's kind of everything I don't normally get that inspired by. So this is a guilty pleasure for me. somehow they've done it in a way it's almost refreshing as well as being quite sweet and candy-like, okay? So I've actually worn it on a very hot summer holiday in the daytime by the pool, and it's, you know, it really sticks to that skin. You can go for a swim, get out the pool, and you'll still be smelling this bad boy. Nuclear projection, nuclear longevity, you know, it will be... rendering parts of Europe uninhabitable for 70,000 years if you set this one off, okay? Very, very nice fragrance indeed, but not my normal kind of thing. A guilty pleasure for me. Sometimes I like a bit of vulgar sweetness. I'm just that way. Okay, last but not least, we've got one from another house that, you know, really delivers some strong ones often. This is Amouage. Amouage Sunshine Man. Sunshine Man, a remarkable release, 2015 release. And here's the note list. In the beginning, we've got lavender with brandy, immortelle, orange juniper berries, clary sage, bergamot, tonka bean, vanilla, and cedar. So this is a remarkable combination of lavender and immortelle. Very pronounced lavender note, but because it's a very exotic Omani house, they're not doing a kind of standard barbershop lavender smell. Oh no, that immortelle gives a hint of exoticism, as does the vanilla. And also, I think this subtle hint of brandy without really smelling obviously boozy. There's something rich, exotic, charismatic and unique about this fragrance. It's one of my absolute favorites, and it's very, very nice and tasty in performance. Very potent. It is a beast mode fragrance. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you think about that. Do subscribe if you liked the video. It's been an absolute pleasure to talk to you. Here comes a little clip I made a while back for Archie Luxury, okay? It's to do with a row he had with this guy called Anthony Farah. Don't worry about it. This is like a fevered dream. Maybe you've just changed your meds, and then you drank 2 bottles of wine and a large piece of blue cheese before bed. This is the kind of dream you might have.
I am so disappointed in you, Anthony. So disappointed. So disappointed. I wanted you to soar like the eagle. Instead, you're pulling turkey games. Turkey games. Turkey games. And I gotta be honest with you. I gotta be honest with you. We've all been left with egg on our face. The community is shocked by your action. Shocked by your action. Shocked by your actions. Roman Sheriff has ceased mentioning you. You are a non-person. Person non gratis. Person non gratis. Person non gratis. You were banned from the community. You were banned. That's right. We don't want you. We want you to pack up your crap and get the fuck out of here. Pack up your crap, pack up your crap, pack up your crap and get the fuck out of here. 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 We don't want you in the community anymore. We really don't want you here. It's so sad for me to have to say this. The community doesn't feel like forgiving you. 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 I didn't want to make this video. 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 It gives me sadness. It gives me sadness. It gives me sadness. Anthony, the community doesn't want you anymore. Get out of here. 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 I gotta be completely honest with you.
If I was Paul, I would dunk you like the hot potato that you are. You are garbage. You are garbage. You are garbage.
And I've got to tell you, it's with much sadness, I myself as the pontiff, I'm gonna make this following